Whoa, does this stuff stink or what? What am I getting at? Let's jump into this together and I'll explain. Welcome to this episode of DIY3DTech.com. You guys asked for it, I'm delivering. So I've got a number of comments asking about cutting leather with the Ortur laser. And I don't have good news for you guys. So now I have the 15 watt input version of Ortur. It's about, 4.5 watts output. And at least for 3mm thick leather like this, it really doesn't cut it. And I want to talk a little bit more and explain a couple different things. So one of the things that I did is I started out with this piece here, and I started out at 5mm a second at 5 passes, 100% intensity. For cutting, I always use 100% intensity, and I just either speed it up or I reduce the number of passes depending upon what works best. The only time I might use a lower percentage is if I'm cutting like cardstock or something, and I'll note that. So 5mm a second, 5 passes, 100%, and didn't do very much. So what I did is I tried several different combinations. Now the important piece is this is all I had the beam focused to the top. Now there's a piece to that, and I'll get to that in a second. So basically, didn't even come close to coming through. So what did I do? I doubled the recipe. I'm thinking, all right, my maximum was 5mm a second at 40 passes at 100% intensity, focused to the top. Come on, it's got to cut through, right? I mean, that's almost forever. Well, not really. So what I decided to do was another test. I kept this speed, which is basically double of the first, and I focused the beam to the bottom of the leather. And it turned out a little bit different. I'm going to knock this piece out. I don't know if you can tell, but 1, 2, 3, 4 of these recipes cut their way somewhat through. So interestingly enough, some of the bigger ones did not cut all the way through. Actually, the best one that I actually was able to take an X-Acto knife and help pop out was actually 5mm a second by 20 passes, was actually the best, ironically. Now, that might be due to the piece of leather at that point. And one of the pieces I wanted to liberate it, and you can kind of see here, like for example here, it only burned 1/4 of the way through, but here it burned 100% of the way through. And again, about half, 100, so really kind of interesting results coming out. But I mean, for practical purposes, it's just not going to cut this. I tried a couple other experiments where I really upped it, and basically what's happening is the ash in there is becoming a bit of an insulator. Now, I used a G8 lens with this, so focusing top shouldn't have really made a big difference because it has a long beam on it on the G8 lens. But obviously going to the bottom did help on creating a bigger curve at the top so the beam could reach down further, because I think partly too is the curve kind of closes in on the beam with this leather. Now the other piece with regards to this is, again, I think the ash becomes more of an insulator. Now I did use my air assist, and when I went to this guy, I did up the air assist and I got it right down in the curve to blow out as much as I could. That may have helped a little bit in addition to focusing on the bottom, but still, it just did not work. Now, I think if you have a stronger laser, so one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be upgrading my Ortur laser with a much higher powered diode laser here in the very near future, so watch for that. I'm thinking that might actually cut this. Now, if you have a thinner leather, like a 1mm, maybe 1.5, I think this would probably cut it, but 3, definitely not. Now, you could etch this and then take a knife and cut it out. I think that's kind of a pain, but if you want a strong Again, outline, it's doable. So if that, suits your goal, then so be it. It works out. So as far as marking goes, I did this at 50 millimeters a second. I did it at 80% intensity. I did it as a fill, and I did it as one pass. It marks very, very nice. So if you're looking to engrave leather, works great. Again, you can kind of see the numbers and stuff like that. Works super. So engraving, good. Cut, no good. So when I get the larger laser installed, I will go back and try this again and see if the larger laser can overcome it. I have the suspicion that it probably will, because I'm going to be picking up about 3 more watts, and I think that will make a big difference for materials like this, but I don't know. So the same thing holds true sort of with my K40 with MDF. So I can take a piece of MDF and I cannot cut it, but I can take a similar thickness of, say, pine, basswood, or other type of laser grade plywood and cut right through it easily. So again, ash has a lot to do with this. So again, you guys asked, I delivered. Hopefully this is interesting. If you found it of value, click the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it down there. Swag Shop's up there, and subscribe button will be down over there. Be sure to hit the bell, and we'll catch you in the next video where we do something else cool with the Ortur laser or something else. Cheers.
Please click like below and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all of our projects.